reason it went down, like with your family, with all of your exes, with every single person from your past, all that, like it all had to go down like that because not a single thing from your old existence could come where you're going. Okay, you're so much bigger than what you are allowing yourself to see because you're still somehow basing your existence off their opinion of you. So when you actually break out of that and you realize that this was actually a favor to you because you're such a good person, you would not have cut off the people that you've been forced to cut off during this ever, because you are made out of love, because you're so empathetic. But those people were also holding you back so much, and they were judging you so much, and they were shrinking you down to nothing, and they were not allowing you to in your fullness. They were not accepting you in your fullness. So like, as horrible and as awful as it felt, would you have actually left those people behind had they not done something completely unforgivable and just like out of this world shocking to you? Do you know what I mean? So it had to be something big enough to get your ass to really see them for who they are and really see the place that they've held in your life, which is a place of power and control where you're shrunken down to just this nothing, this little dingleberry turd wad that is in their reality so they can feel better about themselves. And they needed you there for their own self-sustaining existence, and they needed to be able to like feed off that energy and have that power over you. So when you break that power over like your family and you truly start to break free, then you can step into who you're supposed to be without giving a fuck what they think at all. There's nothing holding you back. You're not here to like serve your mom and finally get her to be proud of you and all that, because she should have been proud of you the whole goddamn time. You're amazing. Like, it's a wonder why you were treated so fucking badly. And, you know, when you've come back from, like, you might have made mistakes, but the way that you came back from them should have been, like, you know, recognized. And they should have been proud of you. But that never, ever, ever, ever happened. You always had to be the turd ball piece of shit, low level, nothing in their reality. Exes, it had to be like that because there was no safe place to run back to, because you know how we get when we whatever, sometimes we run back to places that feel comfortable, so that could not happen. They had to be X'd out all the way. Okay. Current partners that weren't supposed to be your partner for life, they had to go. They were holding you back, and they were actual snakes in the grass the whole time, and the universe had to show you just how truly dark they are behind your back. Like, they were literally like slandering and lying about you so they could literally mooch off you and the other party that was slandering you, just so they always had comfort and they always had a place to be and a place to go. Like, obviously they would have rather been with you, so they tried to manipulate you the most and like stay around you. But then when that didn't work, they would just sell you out and cash you in and like go back to like their family. Their family hated you because of them, because of the lies that they told their family about you. And then you started to draw like weird things about their family because of the things that they were telling you. They were literally twisting so much manipulation through your life, that relationship, that had to go. Okay? Everybody had to be seen for who they are. Your mother needed to be seen for who she is to you and like what she has the ability to do to your life, because you stopped letting her control you. This whole thing happened because I literally put my foot down with my daughter and my mom, and I stood up to her about like what I want, and I tried to like actually go with it. And when we first started this, the judge was saying that she had 6 months to write herself off of it, and like my daughter would be with me, blah, blah, blah. She didn't like that. She didn't like losing the power and control, because she used my daughter to also have power and control over my life. So that had to, like, that was kind of like one of the main triggers. But it's them losing power and control over you is when they come in hard on the ops. Also, somehow your family is connected to some type of deep something, because this has been going on since you were a child. If you really think back and look back, there's been so many extra things that have been way harder for you than anyone else. And you've also been looked down on way harder than anyone else when they've also made similar mistakes. Like, other people in your family have made similar mistakes. Maybe and no one ever glorifies their mistakes. They just brush it under the rug. But if you make a mistake, it's literally blasted for everyone to find out. But everyone else's just gets flooped and like forgotten about, which makes no fucking sense. Either way, you are the scapegoat and the black sheep of that group. You had to break away from that dynamic. Okay, so like, you had to get away from feeling that way. You had to get away from giving a fuck what they think about you. They were always going to tell you you're weird, you're this, you're that, you're blah 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 blah. You carry something within you they can't even see, they don't even understand. Like, you literally know the truth about everything. You know the truth about this place, this earth, everything. You have so much knowledge, so much power inside of you, and they're always trying to shrink you down to nothing and keep you quiet. You had to get rid of that. And because you're such a good person, it had to be a smackdown. It had to be a smackdown, okay? Because you weren't going to leave them alone unless they truly did something fucked up. And they did. Okay? And now you can walk away peacefully knowing that you did your damn thing and you tried your best. And the reality of this is they gotta go. Okay? That's the whole point. All relationships, all freaking old patterns, old boyfriends, old connections, like everything needs to be no power over you whatsoever. No fucks given whatsoever. Okay? None. Everything from your past, all the illusionary shit that described you as you, gone. Finito. Out the window. This is why it happened. Now you know who the fuck you are.